Welcome to Impact Farming, where we introduce you to the people and ideas that will have a massive impact on your farming operation. Brought to you by Farm Marketer. Sit down, start the engine, and let's roll with today's show.
Hello and welcome everybody. We are at the final day of the Farm Progress Show 2018 in Regina, Saskatchewan. And I have Natasha Perkins from the Prairie Can Grow Corporation.
Yeah, Prairie Can Growth Corporation.
Okay, there we go, thank you. And Natasha just gave a talk in the Innovation Building about Cannabis 101. So it is very hot in the news, and I thought it'd be a fantastic opportunity to get you to talk to our viewers a little bit more. The bill was just passed on Tuesday, I believe, and what does that mean for Canada? Do you want to talk to that a little bit?
Sure, yeah, I'd be happy to.
Okay.
So Bill C-45, also known as the Cannabis Act, covers the entire framework of existing medicinal cannabis, cannabis for recreational use, or adult use, however you want to put that term, but also industrial hemp. So it allows Canada to participate at a commercial level. It's the first G7 nation to legalize cannabis.
Okay.
So we're excited to, I think, as a nation to participate, not only enjoy and consume, of course there's some of the public that's really focused on that part, but what really excites us at Prairie Can Growth are the economic opportunities for Canada.
Perfect. And I know medicinal, there's two different ways I want to go with the interview. The personal end of it, more to the side. I want to chat a little bit more about farmers. There might be farmers out there listening and going, oh geez, this is a crop, and is there going to be opportunity to grow this? Can you touch on that? Are you comfortable with that one?
Yeah, for sure. So if I was a farmer, and lots of my friends are, I would say those who are already growing industrial hemp know how to grow fiber and seed crops. But what's exciting about the new legislation is it allows for whole plant utilization. So whereas farmers today are just, industrial hemp farmers today are removing the flower and it's being destroyed, or
really?
Yeah. So because we haven't been able to use that part of the plant, but now we will.
Okay. I didn't know that.
That's the part of the plant that actually contains the medicinal components that are associated with it.
Okay.
And because of the regulations with industrial hemp over the years, we don't have the psychoactive component in industrial hemp in the fields.
Okay.
Now, so that's hemp.
Okay.
And when we look at cannabis, perhaps you want to try your hand at growing and participate at a commercial scale. It's not that you can't, it's just that it's incredibly cost prohibitive, time prohibitive, and it's a very saturated part of the market already.
Which is funny because it's really, it's been in the media, sorry to interrupt, for a while already, and you think, oh man, this is just getting going, there should be a ton of opportunity. But Natasha put a big scale picture up on the board, and oh my goodness, there are a lot of players already, and big bucks involved, right?
Yeah, so there's primarily the cultivators are in Ontario and BC, but there's 4 licensed producers in Saskatchewan already, where we are today. And one company owns 3 of those licenses, and they have the largest market cap today, so they have a huge amount of capital. They can do pretty much their will.
Oh wow. Okay, so if I'm a farmer, I shouldn't try and just find a whole bunch of seeds, seed a crop, and expect for this to all work out, right? It's not quite that easy, is it?
No. Health Canada also wouldn't like that.
Okay, there might be some legalities there, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a tight regulatory framework already in place, and we don't expect that to change. It'll just be under the new act, which does allow for whole plant utilization. Yeah.
Okay, so really when I was listening with Farmer Tracy on, I was going, okay, cannabis seems to already be pretty saturated, perfect word, and really, really expensive, and some big bucks behind it. So for your average farmer just trying to get into that really quick is probably pretty cost prohibitive.
Yeah, to say put up a facility that breaks even, you want to look at probably about 50,000 square feet of indoor cultivation. So that can either be greenhouse or enclosed facility that has HBS or LED lighting. And then you need to, invest money into your security provisions. So you have to swipe in and out of rooms. You have to have closed circuit television monitoring. You have to have a vault. Currently, you won't in the future. But also, it's to do that. It's about $300 per square foot to set up a facility like that. There's no guarantee that you're going to sell all of your product. It takes much more than just growing.
Okay. So that answers that. There's the cannabis end. So if a farmer is watching and trying to figure out where the opportunity is, I mean, they can always get in touch with you, learn more, but really it does lie in the hemp and additional opportunities that are coming with that.
Yeah, like so I'm originally from BC, but I moved here when I was 14 to Saskatchewan to play hockey, so I have deep roots in the community. And then I've gone off and done some management consulting abroad and in Toronto, where I was leading the food and beverage practice there, and that's how I got into cannabis. And so I've got, I think, a unique vantage point into the industry. And as a business owner, I would be hesitant to start up a cultivation facility. But what's interesting and what I'm really excited about, because I believe in farm to table and source local type food and medicine, is micro cultivation. So it's kind of like craft cannabis, like craft beer cannabis. So it's a smaller grow footprint. So it's 2,000 square feet, and you're limited
instead of 50,000 square feet.
So that's manageable. And you can only grow about 600 kilograms a year. So it's still a good amount of cannabis. And the reason why I highlight that is because from a marketing perspective, which is what my background's in, it creates a niche product, higher value, that you can probably put into your local supply chain versus trying to reach a global scale.
Oh wow, okay. So if you're looking to get into that stage, a craft market, where would a person even start on that?
Sure, there's good groups like Cannabis Compliance, CCI. They probably offer consulting. There's lots of consultants out there that can help you. Or if you're working with someone who's gonna aggregate supply like us, we would help you navigate some of the regulatory paperwork, so to speak. Some of it's still up in the air, and we're waiting to hear more about it. But now that the bill's going through Royal Assent, that should come to fruition fairly soon. Okay,
perfect. I think that answers a lot of my questions, and for many of the farmers back home that couldn't make it out, they're probably wondering about this. It's going to be all over the news, is and will be. If somebody wants to learn more at this point, where is the best place? Is it your website? Is there an industry website? How do you learn?
Yes, so I would say to educate yourself on the regulatory requirements. Health Canada is the place for that. If you want to understand the existing hemp industry in Canada, the provinces all put out great information. So we've been handing out a booklet that's put together by the Ministry of Saskatchewan. So that's primarily on seed and fiber. But if you want to understand more about the what I'll call perhaps the cannabis slanted view of hemp, because actually cannabis and hemp are the same plant. So
you presented that. I thought it was actually two different plants.
No, same plant, but in field we're not allowed to have the psychoactive compound in that plant, so the varieties don't contain it.
So that's how hemp became, right? It has mostly active agreement.
It has a
ingredient.
Exactly. So you only find trace amounts of it, so it doesn't create a psychoactive effect.
Okay.
But yeah, so folks like us or who are active in the cannabis industry would be a good partner to help take that next step. And
Okay.
I think you'll see more and more folks starting to pay attention to that and do some shared services or collective services where they're growing together in small bays, so they don't have to take on the risk all together. So yeah, contact us anytime, prairiecan.ca. That's prairiecan, 2 N's.
Okay.
And we're on LinkedIn. We have our website up now. And we'd be happy to direct folks, because it's all about collaboration in the agriculture sector in general.
Absolutely.
And we're just here to promote evidence-based information as much as possible.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem, anytime.
You've been listening to Impact Farming. For more great episodes and articles designed to help you manage and grow your farming operation, head on over to farmmarketer.com. Don't forget to sign up while you're there. We will see you on the next episode.